All right, so we've talked about good debt and bad debt. We've talked about the fact that there is good debt. There are debts that you can own that can actually help you increase your wealth. But what are some examples of each? Well, we all know bad debt is debt that if we know good debt is buying an asset, an appreciating asset with payments that you can afford, then we know that bad debt is the opposite of that, right? It's when you buy something that is a consumable. Whenever you run up a credit card to buy clothes, to go out to dinner, to go on vacation, just random spending, that's bad debt. We do not want that kind of debt at all, because you're not buying anything that's going to work for you. You're buying things that you're going to consume and then be done with, but still owe the money. I would put cars in that category, with the exception of that one situation where if you could buy at 0% interest and you still had the money, to buy that car, then that could be a place where you use that debt as a positive. But generally speaking, cars are depreciating assets. They go down in value, so I would look at that usually as bad debt. Of course, on the flip side, real estate that is purchased with some knowledge and information that you have about the real estate market, not just going out on a whim and buying real estate for the heck of it, but knowing what you're buying, that can be good debt. Buying, same thing goes with any type of asset, like even a business. If you were going to buy a business using debt, that's positive, again, assuming that you have done your homework and that you know that what you're buying is a good asset. The wild card here, maybe the middle ground, I think that a lot of people just assume is good debt, but isn't always, is student loans. And so I think that people always say, well, you're getting an education and that's worth it, it's going to pay off down the road, and so that's always good debt. I would not blanket that. I would say that in some cases it is good debt, but there's a lot of people that look back and they say, I've got this degree and I spent $100,000 that I have to pay back now, but I'm really no further ahead than a lot of my peers. I work in jobs where people don't have degrees, where they maybe don't have a degree from a school as prestigious as mine. They went to a 2-year versus a 4-year, and they're working in the same job making a similar amount of money. And so I think that what we're finding now is that student loans really have to be thought out deeper and on a case-by-case basis. They're not always good debt. So we'll do more talking about that and kind of dig into that subject deeper in future drive times. But that's kind of your general characteristic, general rule of thumb that you want to think of in trying to determine, is this good debt or is it bad debt?